Good morning and welcome back to another video. And as you might have heard on our main channel, once we got those windows, we said that we want to build a greenhouse. Well, I don't think we have the time, since it's really time consuming to frame every single window, plus our router broke and the table saw, so that wouldn't be possible right now. But we got those tomatoes from our neighbors, and those are greenhouse tomatoes, and they are not bush tomatoes, they're the tall ones. So what we have decided to do is kind of a lazy way of a greenhouse. As you saw already, David dig this whole place over here, and it's a place that gets mostly all day sun until I think another 2-3 hours of the day. And I think it's gonna be a perfect place for the tomatoes. We are just gonna plant those tomatoes. Anyways, our paprikas are not doing the best, or the chilies, or the salads are also growing perfectly fine outside with a sheet on top. So these ones are the only ones that would really appreciate a greenhouse. So let's plant them, because they gave them to us quite a while ago and we haven't planted them still because we have been busy on our main channels. Let's plant them and then build the greenhouse on top.
All these ones will turn to roots.
Yeah, so she said to plant it till the second leaf from the bottom.
Mrs. Gardener, what are you? Are you cleaning weeds?
She's a
Itchy blonde.
as you can see, we finished the greenhouse. I think it took us less than 3 hours to make the frame and wrap it all. And as you saw, we also made curtains that we can adjust because we don't have any ventilation on top. We do have this side, as you saw, we put the bottom on bricks. Same thing with the front. If it's really hot, we're just gonna open it fully. So it's pretty much gonna wrap around something like that. I don't know how often we are actually gonna need to have it fully open. We are expecting again a week of extreme heat, so I think we need to have both sides open and the bottom, but that is optional, and you can always close it again and put the bricks pretty fast, pretty simple. This whole build is something that we did out of scrap wood that we had. And yeah, the only thing we bought was the fabric, which was not so expensive. It was 18 euros for 6 meters times 6, and we only used kind of half of it. We still have a lot of it. So yeah, it was not so expensive. Now, last thing we have to do is add some woods on the top, and then the string, because the tomatoes are a bit sad. We should have done that way like a month ago, so they can crawl up nicely, because now they're a bit of a mess. So let's fix that, and then they should be happy. Let's get started and, well, continue and hopefully be done. So as you can see, it will have like a lot of steps, so now we can even have it like a bit open and then more open if it's really hot, but for now it's a bit cool, so should be good. So we are done stringing up the tomatoes. It was quite impossible to be able to film it because it took quite the 2-people job. Since we left it behind for way too long, they should be already starting to crawl in this, well, before the size even of the first tomato plant over there. And so yeah, we were a bit behind, but let's see how it works out. And yeah, I think they're still gonna find their way. And the good thing is that there's no wind in here, so even a bit small adjustments, the wind's not gonna blow them off the string. Plus, we will see, we're gonna go ask our neighbor that gave us the tomatoes to see how we need to treat them and maintain them, and which ones need to go higher. This specific plant is a crazy one. We attach, as you can see, another string over here, and I'm gonna do a close-up after, but you can also see that it started to root in, like it wanted, like it had like these pimples and was about to make roots. It's like, leave it, I'm just gonna crawl on the floor and make more tomato plants. That's also an option, I guess, but you can see that it was giving way too much energy towards that instead of actually creating tomatoes like these ones that are a bit white. They're turning, so I'm assuming they're gonna slowly start getting ready. Same thing with one of these tomatoes, and all of those are all kinds of different varieties. As you can see, they have different shapes. There's some cherry tomatoes, some bigger tomatoes, some like very weird tomatoes, so it's all kinds of ones. So make sure to subscribe so you can see an update of them and hopefully us snacking them. And yeah, that sounded a bit weird but I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this pretty quick build of a greenhouse, if you liked it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.